Today's task, this hedge, Prunus loriceraceus, can actually kill you. So today's job, hedge pruning on an area that is getting ready for remembrance. And this is the hedge I spoke about, Prunus loriceraceus. Contains cyanide. If you ate quite a number of leaves or ingested the stuff that comes out the leaves, it could potentially put you in hospital or potentially kill you, depending on how much you consumed. So you have to be careful with it, like a number of plants. But we are going to knock this into shape today so that it is ready for Sunday, for the remembrance for our fallen heroes. So let's get started. Today, weapons of choice, we're going to be using our stihl, which is the HLA 94R. We've got two lengths, we've got the 30 and the 24 I believe, and we're going to use it with the backpack. And then we've also got a HLA 86 if it gets a bit wide, but I think I can get most of it with these. And we'll be using our steps rather than our henchmen's, which we don't need today. So we've just got the platform. Clean up job after. We've got the leaf grabbers and the bags, because this is one site where you can't really chip anything with the Elliot. There's nowhere to put the horizons or anything, shrub beds, so it is a matter of taking it away. So, laurel's been one of the trickiest plants to prune due to the way its leaves are very waxy and everything. Difficult for the hedge cutters. You tend to go up, get the thick off first, then do the tops, and then come back and do a nice fine cut afterwards. So we'll get some work on the tops done now. So top trimmed, side trimmed. What I'll do now is clean up the thick in the bags. The bit that was sticking out now is level, and then I'll go down one more time, just give the side and then trim up to finish it off. So, hedge cut and tidied up, all nice and flush. Took that little bit off that was sticking out, so it'll look a bit rough for a while, but price you pay to get things back straight. Grass cut just to pick up the last of the rubbish. I am power washing here tomorrow, so if there's a few leaves we'll get them. But all in all, nice job done. So, nice little job to start the week. It is 9:30. The good thing with that is, same again, battery tools and everything like that. I started there this morning at 7. So, as mentioned on my previous video, I haven't been on top of my game the last few months. So, it's took a bit longer, two and a half hours. It's probably realistically, if I was going at it, it's an hour and a half's job if I was at full speed. But the plan is for the next sort of 4 to 6 weeks is to just take things a bit easier and just take a little bit more time with things. So that's a start for Monday morning, and basically the theme this week is getting things ready for war memorials for the for remembrance. So there's quite a lot of stuff to get ready for remembrance. So war memorials to wash, so I'll be washing that tomorrow. A couple of war memorials to cut and edge and things, just so that they all look tidy. That's the bulk of this week, as well as bits of pruning. I'm off to do another little pruning job now, which will probably fill the day up till 2 o'clock, from which time I will be heading back to unload and go home. The other thing that took the time with that is bagging everything up. Obviously on most jobs it will go through the Elliott, but with the logistics there of the rubbish and everything, there was nowhere to shoot it, so it was just as easy to fill the 4 bags. I'll take the 4 bags to the next job, and as I'm pruning on the next job, I will be firing the the stuff onto some shrub areas, so I'll still be getting rid of the waste with zero cost to myself, so that's all good. But yeah, so that'll fill this week up, and then we've got a couple of weeks. We've got a bit of planting to do this week. I started the spring planting last week. That'll go into next week, and then once all the plants are in, it'll be sort of moving on to Christmas decorations, and then that gives me a couple of weeks pruning before Christmas. So November, December's busy, but not as busy as it would have been last year. So like I say, still working a bit less each day just till Christmas, and then we'll sort of gradually increase the days and everything to get back. I am fit now, but I just don't overdo things and be back to square one and something happens. So just easing back into things. That's the plan. So that's another job done, another job ticked off. The cyanide hedge, as I mentioned earlier. You wouldn't want to be eating the leaves. You wouldn't want to get the stuff on you. So, but it's a nice little tidy job there, and done for another year. Laurels, one of the trickiest hedges. I like my job, but it's one of the hedges that I like the fewest, because if it was a privet or if it was a Lanicera, you're trimming it once and it looks very tidy. With these, even with the sharpest and newest of blades, which that hedge cutter, I sharpened that hedge cutter a couple of weeks ago, and even with the sharpest of blades, unfortunately it's still, due to the waxy leaf coating and everything on them, it still does take a lot to cut through them. It's just the type of plant it is. There's some very easy plants to do and some very tricky plants to do, and that's one of them. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.